Okay, students, welcome. I have something in my teeth. Now that we've gotten that peanut out of the way, you have built this stool until this point. Fantastic. Congratulations. Now we need to put on those angled legs. How in the world are we going to do that, Mr. Coop? Great question. I'm glad you asked. So the way we're going to do that is we are going to actually make sure that the front of this front leg is going to support our weight when we go to step on it. That's the most important thing. So hopefully our measurements worked out, and that also will allow for our steps to be parallel and even to the ground. So let's take a peek down. Here's our current piece. Now, two really important things. This point needs to be at least equal with this point or further out. Critical point number two. This dimension needs to be the same here. Okay? So you're gonna try and align this piece. Now, notice I had my hand over here and I was holding this until it was flush. Okay? So I also want to make that point flush there. Now, it might be that this angle at the top is not perfect. And frankly, we're just going to have to be okay with that, because what's more important is that the lengths are the same and that the leg comes out far enough. Okay? So, I'm going to double check that again. So we're going to go 6 9/16 to that point, and we'll be just fine. So holding it there, double checking. So like I said, this should be equal or close to. And I'm putting this right at the corner. I don't know if you see that. It's kind of right at the corner point. Okay, 6 9/16. There we go. Okay, and then just to check, but because you all have the same length as me, look at that. We have some overlap, so that when we go to step on this part, if it was here and we grab that, it could lean over. So very important, we get it right where we want it. When you know that this is 6 9/16 from there to there, this is at the corner, and you know that this is further out than the step, you're in a good spot. So what I want you to do then is not let it move. You can't really clamp it though, because we want to draw some lines. And we're going to just draw some lines designating where our board sits. Okay, so I have my line here and lines here. And if you want to, so that you can get it back in the right place, you can also put lines right there and right here. Just so you know, okay, that's where it's going to go. And we're going to have some good amount of glue there, right? Okay, so now we have to decide where we're going to put those screws. We're going to take that same 1/2 inch number. Okay, 1/2 inch. We're going to make another 1/2 inch mark. And I'm going to connect the dots so I have a line at a 1/2 inch. Okay, I want those screws in that line. So I'm going to have one 1/2 inch down, one 1/2 inch up. And we'll do 2 screws like that. And then on this one, maybe we should keep them in line right there as well, so that it looks consistent. We'll do that. And then there's actually some measurement things on here you can measure 1/2 inch with as well. Just make a mark. Not as easy to read because it's like the small little ones, but okay, there you go. So 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch up, 1/2 inch up. Okay, so we're going to drill these, and they'll be ready to go. So we'll repeat the process on the other side. Will be the exact opposite. So let's do the same thing with the other side on this one. Okay, and I'm going to start this time by making these marks. I think it's better, so I know where it goes back. So now we have our holes marked out for where they should be for both legs. Obviously, you have to make sure that it should turn out that they're opposite one another, right? If you get two legs that look the exact same, then it's not going to work because one is meant for one side and one is meant for the other. So make sure you lay them out on the opposite side, not on the same side. Okay? So there we go. Now let's go ahead and drill those holes. As with the other blocks, you're going to want to make sure that you sand these, get the lines off of them, ease the edges, make it so it looks nice to the eye. These are ready to go. Next stage, pre-drilling and installing screws.